Hello, Diane. Hello, Charlotte. Hello, Eduard. It's a beautiful day. I'm good. I had a headache before, but I took something, and my surroundings are. Hold on. Let me get the cable dog. This is my dog. Hello. There's my van. Yeah, it's really nice. So over on that side is behind the trees is a nice river. Really cool. Oh, hello, Igor. Hello, Carol. Yeah, he's not a puppy. He's over 5 years old now. He's not a puppy. He's a he's a little shit, but I love him. He's the best. Oh, yeah, something is falling. I've got the back window of my van open. Something is falling out of it, but I'll pick it up later. um, I'm gonna roll a cigarette. Yeah, it is very peaceful. This is why I like it. Um, yeah, especially after Saturdays, it's so much chaos and stress and things. So it's really good. Thanks, Charlie. It's really good to be in an environment like this the rest of the week. Charlie's gonna translate if I say things important regarding the IGPN, which is the internal affairs of the police. So this is the police investigating the police. And the guy I spoke to was Mr. Gadea, and he is especially there to investigate police violence. And Charlie's gonna translate it in the chat, just in case French people are gonna watch it now or afterwards. That doesn't really matter. So it's understandable what happened there. Um, Igor, yes, very much out of what? It's about 10 kilometers outside of Toulouse. So it's not that far. If I take public transport, it's about an hour travels. If I drive with a guy that lives close by, it's 30 minutes. So yeah. Hello, Stefke. That restaurant was really good. Yes, it's. I didn't take a picture. I should one of these days take a picture, but yeah, I feel awkward when there's a lot of people there. I'll do it one day when there's not many people there, or when there's no people there, because it's there all the time, but it's not open all the time. Mm, hello, Mary Kelly. Who else am I? Okay, I think I said hello to everybody. No, I don't want to miss somebody. um, okay, I'll start telling about the talk with the how this went. Um, overall, I thought it went really well. Yeah, I'm going to Stafka. That's what I'm gonna tell about now. If you have questions, put them down, and when I see them, I will answer them. Um, for me, it was really strange because I had to go to a police station. So you feel like walking into the lion's den. No, the guy that lives close by here, he went with me. So first I said I don't want it, blah blah blah. But then I wasn't sure if there would be a translator. I was emailed by my lawyer there would be a translator, but I didn't think about this. Um, so I walked into the police station and immediately I saw a female um, police officer that is usually in the protest, and she's holding the gun all the time. No, the gas grenade gun. So it felt like. Yeah, not so. I mean, I'm not intimidated by it, but you could easily be intimidated by it. Anyway, yeah, then the translator was there. She was a lovely old lady. She was over 70 years old, really sweet. She explained to me that she did this more often, that she was an honored translator or something. So she was official. Um, and she never had a case like this where she translated. Um, so then we were told to go, through a door and where we had to go. The guy wasn't allowed to come with me, so he waited there, which was really sweet. Um, So the guy introduced himself to me, the policeman. I asked him if I could record it. I could not record it. Um, yeah, I don't really understand why, because sometimes hearings are recorded, no, but yeah, I couldn't record it. Okay, fine, I'm not going to make any trouble. Then there was the thing that I said, like, okay, do I get the statement in English, because I don't want to sign something that I cannot understand. And then they explained to me that the translator was there to explain to me what was in the statement, and yeah, that it was still my choice to sign it or not. And I felt really awkward. And I said, yeah, well, you're paying the translator. I'm not feeling comfortable with this situation of me signing something in French, no, because I don't understand French. Um, and then he explained to me, like, listen, I'm the police who investigates the police. So I am here to investigate this case because your lawyer said you wanted to make a statement about it. Well, this is all true. The translator then explained to me that if I didn't want to sign it, I didn't have to sign, and the choice was mine. Uh, Eventually, I signed it because I felt good about the translator, and I felt good about the police officer also. He did ask some strange questions, or strange questions, questions that I thought, why are you asking me these questions? I'll get to that in a minute. Um, anyway, then it starts. They first ask, your name, all these standard things. Um, your name, where do you live? Well, this is the thing. No, I live in the camper van. So where he had to send something for me, if they needed to contact me, I said you can contact my lawyer. Blah blah blah. I do have an address in Spain, uh, but it's a post address, and it's not likely that I'll be there soon. It's in the south of Spain. Um, well, all these things happened, and then I could tell what happened. And he asked questions while I was telling what happened. So I don't know if you. Yeah, they also he also asked if I was Black Bloc for sure. Yeah, this was a little bit. First, he asked if I supported Black Bloc. That was not the first question, but that was asked while speaking. And to me, this is an odd question because I support the people. So that's what I said. I support the people, and Black Bloc are people also. So, yeah, do I support Black Blocs specifically? Is an odd question to me. I feel solidarity with Black Bloc, but with also with the Gilets Jaunes. And I explained to him that maybe you've seen this video um, where they uh, where I spoke to the CRS guy who told me to make a wish. He said to me, "Welcome in Spain." I said, "Oh, this is the first police welcoming. Sorry, in France, it's the first police welcoming me in France." Um, he said, "Make a wish," and I said, "I wish the police violence to stop in France," and he said, "I wish the same." So I told this Mr. Gadea, I told him I feel solidarity with him too, even though he is police. So I made very clear that it's not just Black Bloc I'm supporting. I'm supporting the people. I am part of the people. Of course, he asked if I was Black Bloc. No, I am not Black Bloc. I know people thought this. Um, Also because of my tattoo, also because of the way I am, as a person. But I am not. I am not participating in this way of protesting because Black Bloc is not a group; it's a way of protesting. I am not dressed up like Black Bloc. I'm not hiding my face. Um, yeah. Um, I don't like to be put in that corner. I don't like to be put in any corner. He also asked if I was from media or an organization. I said no, I'm totally independent. Um, I also said I'm not Gilets Jaunes. I'm nothing. I'm Judith, and I do this on my own account. So I showed him the AC. He said if I don't like police. I said no, I don't like police. I showed him the ACAB tattoo. I explained to him. So he looked at me. Of course, it's an anti-police tattoo. For people who don't know, ACAB means all cops are bastards. I have this for a long time. I stand for this tattoo. I have it on my fingers. Uh, I am here because this is me, because I don't like police. You know what I'm doing. I think if I didn't have this tattoo, I wouldn't be the type of person to be doing this, you know. And because I don't like police, I watched them very carefully on the live streams before I came by the Krusty Alex. And I saw that what they did was not right. I also then told them, listen, I don't like police. I am against the police system. You know, for me, the police system is bad because, yeah, these are people that have power and control and they enforce laws every single day. And I don't know if anybody's seen that experiment where they put a lot of people in a prison and they give the power and the other half they don't. These people turn into psychopaths. So that is my problem with the police system. But I didn't get to explain this to him, and he said, "Yes, I am police also. I'm investigating police." And then I said to him, "Listen, in Spain, I dated a police guy for over 2 years. He is still my friend today. When I went into the police station on Tuesday, the police guy from Spain sent me a message and said, 'Let me know when you come out and everything is fine.' So I am not a person that doesn't understand that police is not also police, humans, but they do choose this job, and there are very few police people that nobody can be this righteous all the time. You know, nobody can be this straight all the time. So I'm against this. Hello, Delilah. Igor, yes, abuse their privilege. Yes, for sure. You know I can tell you plenty of stories about this, and I have a lot of bad experience with it also. Um, with police. I have a lot of bad experience. So anyway, this is my opinion. I explained it. That was that. Then we eventually came to the point where he said, "I'm police also." I said, "Yes, I know." Listen, we can speak for 3 hours about this and discuss this, why I think this is and why you think this is not. I don't think this is the time for it. No, the talk. Um, I got to explain the assault, which was pretty heavy. Um, they asked questions about that, about if Black Bloc was attacking the police in this moment. Um, yeah, was it Black Bloc? Possibly. Uh, I said it's possible, but I don't know this. You know, it's I didn't ask them. Are you attacking the police? And it wasn't for me. It wasn't an attack. It was something that happened from both sides. You know, I saw green smoke. So because of the green smoke, I know that the protesters did something because the green smoke does not come from the police. Uh, yeah, Joris, exactly. Yes. It- It's science, bitch, is what I always say. No, it's science. You know, I'm not making this up. It's science. Um, what else? Um, yeah, I got to explain. Oh yeah, if Black Bloc was attacking, I said, well, that's possible. I don't know. I don't know if this was Black Bloc or not. I don't know if they were attacking. There were things going from both sides. I know the police moved back a little bit, and then they charged. When they charged, the protesters were gone, and what I see is press on the floor with police on top of them. All this time, I had time to film and to turn my camera towards the police on the press on the floor, and that's when I got attacked. So he asked me if I thought the police were frustrated that the protesters ran off and they didn't catch them, and that's why we all got caught and assaulted. That was my feeling in this moment because I was to decide. The police said that I was in the way in the media. Well, I was to the wall, so I could not have been in the way. because I was to the side in the on the side of the street against the wall. For sure, they tried to get information. Yes, yes. I cannot give them these information. Watch the videos. That's all the information I also have. Um, Delilah, I don't understand French. Just so you know. Mm, what else? Yeah, if I thought the police was frustrated about this, is how it felt to me. And this is also funny because he said I forgot to respond to this, but I should have. I thought of this afterwards. It annoys me a little bit because he said the police said that they were attacked and that they thought I was one of the attackers, but we couldn't identify the police because their faces were covered. You see this in the videos. Faces were covered, you couldn't identify them. So this means that among themselves they know who did it, because he could get the statement from the police that they thought I was Black Bloc, and this is why they attacked me. Well, clearly I wasn't Black Bloc. I showed them pictures. I'm not dressed up like Black Bloc. I had the camera in one hand, I had my step in the other hand, so my hands were full, so I couldn't do anything. Yeah, what are you doing? It's and I also stated, and he put this in the statement also, that he said, well, the police guys can't be identified. I said no, but then I think the one that tells them that they can hide their faces and don't have to wear the numbers should be um, held accountable. Then it's the one above them that says, okay, you don't need to be identified, you can cover yourself up. This is the person responsible then. So he put this in the statement as well. Uh, Delilah said you were attacked every time. Yes. Yes. Press, I can speak for Toulouse. Yes. Press here is attacked all the time. Last Saturday, even, press with press cards is being attacked. They say, without a press card, you're not press. This is absolute bullshit. And the press card is only for fiscal reasons. Fiscal, is this a right English word? I don't know. And journalism is a free profession, so you don't need a press card to practice journalism. And press is attacked the whole time. Um, did they say something about their own behavior stuff? Well, they said it was. The police guy agreed to me that it was not good. The officer I was speaking to, and he said that they thought I was part of the protesters that attacked them, and that they felt threatened by me. And I started a little bit laughing a bit, like, I'm 155 centimeters for UK people watching. In centimeters, I'm 1 meter 55. The most I've ever weighed is 55 kilos. Usually I'm around 50 kilos, and I don't have a scale, so I always say I'm max 55 kilos. These are fucking big ass guys, and I'm standing there with this step in my hand, a pink step, and my phone, which is the camera. Um, yeah, I'm really happy that this guy from Bordeaux, he took pictures of me. Jochem, I don't know his last name now. Jochem, he sent me a picture from right after the assault, where you see that I don't have the camera on my chest anymore, because to me this is the biggest problem. You can beat me up, blah blah blah. I can take this. It's not right. It's not justified. Don't get me wrong, but the thing that is scary about this whole attack is that they ripped the camera off my body. Steamman, yes, I'm a small, tiny woman. Yes. Dag Hagar. Good to see you. It's good. Uh, yeah, thank you, Delilah. I think this is very necessary to have press there, and I see other press in Toulouse also who is there all the time. And they get attacked also. You see it from me, but they get attacked too. I mean, they are strong people. The people in Toulouse, all of them, doesn't matter. Press, street medics, the protesters, French Human Rights Watch is attacked here. Strong people. Um, yeah. What was I going to say? Uh, I'm a little about it. Anyway, it's big ass coppers. Oh, the camera that they took the camera. This is dark, because the police can be filmed. This is a thing. And not only can they be filmed, they have to be filmed. A basic principle of journalism is that the people can see and know and hear and know how powerful institutions are functioning. If this is not possible, then you don't live in a democracy. It's very simple, because the people need to be able to see if they agree with it, what is happening in their name. Yeah, so filming the police is a basic. Being able to see what they are doing is a basics. Second, it's allowed to film in public, so they have a public function, and they are working outside in the public. So for me, it's so dark and so insane that they took my camera. And I explained to this guy, to this Gadea, the police officer, also, that for me this is the main thing. Am I looking for compensation? No. Do If I have right for compensation, of course I want to be compensated, for sure. My materials were stolen and broken, but is this the main thing? No. The main thing is that these police people understand that they cannot take cameras, that they cannot block cameras, that they cannot um, decide who is press. I hear this a lot, that the police here tells me, "You are not press. You are not press." In what kind of a system does the police decide who is press without checking it? Without and then you say, but you don't have a press card. No, I don't need a press card, but I can show them my diploma, not my diploma, my propeduizen, because I only did 3 of the 4 years of journalism. I can explain this also. I raised hell before I left. They actually canceled the class because of that, because I had comments on a class, and for this I stopped. Other people also, because the quality of the education was not living up to what I was paying for. But that doesn't matter. I worked in the field. I have the experience. I can show you newspaper articles. I can show you a letter from the newspaper I work for, that I was working uh, uh, independently at the newspaper. Blah 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 blah. So instead of just coming to me before the protest, they did this, where they asked my identification. They could also say, "Hey, we want to speak to you. Come and show to us that you're actually doing journalism." Then I would have said, "Okay, I'll come to the police station when you want me to come, and I'll show you I'm actually doing journalism." But this is not even needed, because you can. It's your right as a civilian to be filming in the streets. Everybody can do this. Everybody can film in public. And the fact that they then decide if I am press or not is absolute bullshit. And you don't need to be a professional either. I mean, I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing is journalism, even though I bend these rules. Um, and I can prove this. I can speak about it. I can explain it. Blah. Uh, do they get orders to shoot or to spray gas? Well, the orders are they can. And I think sometimes they do get orders, because when Charlie, who is translating, was sat in the middle of the street with 5 others, the the police officer in charge that day was really waiting, annoyed that he could not throw the gas grenade in between them, and he was waiting for somebody else on the walkie-talkie with I think somebody who gives the orders. So I have this on video. So I do think they get orders. Still, it's a choice to do it or not. No, I also had a police guy telling me, holding a hand grenade in his hand, a gas grenade in his hand, and telling me, if you don't move, if you don't go out, I will use this on you. What? There was only press around me. There was no reason for him to say this to me. I explained to him I am press. I'm not protesting. I'm not being violent. I'm not doing anything. So in this moment, they make a choice. No, they make a choice to tell me to use it. So they have orders, but if even if you have orders, you still have a choice to use the violence or not. In my opinion. Let me check back. What is that was Stefke. Ah, Francisca is het gelukt. Sissy. Ja, goed zo. I have something in between my teeth. Sorry for this one. Um, impeding the view of the public. Yes, that's what. Uh, human. Yeah, it's a yes. It's a it's a human right, but it's also a basic principle of democracy, which to me is even more important. Um, in the current world situation. The fact that this shows that this is that in France there is no democracy, because else the police wouldn't even dare to behave like this, and me and all the other press people could just simply do their work. It's clear we're not protesting. It's clear we are not being violent. There's no need for the violent behavior, and all of us get it. You see it because you see me, but you can ask Charlie. He can probably tell you this, and Delilah, if she is at the protest, they can all tell you yes. Press, street medics, French Human Rights Watch, all heavily attacked, and they are not there to protest. They are there to observe and to help. You know, not that I'm saying that protesters should be attacked. Far from, because the protesters here in Toulouse, much respect to them. They are very non-violent. They. Yeah, I have respect for this. I have so much respect for how are being treated and attacked and met with violence every single week, and they keep relaxed. They keep singing and dancing, and after they've been hunted and gassed, and then they come together and they start singing and dancing. I love that. Joris, when filming the police in Paris close to Amsterdam, they ran to me and shouted I have to stop filming them. They want to hit me with their trucks. In public area you are allowed to film. Yes, you are. You are. So if you have this on camera, it is evidence. Everybody that has shit like this on camera, start collecting it and start sending it, because tomorrow, Sophia Albert Salmeron, she is the French lawyer that will file the complaints with the ICC. She's going to send it all in tomorrow. I am pretty sure that after that, evidence can still be collected. I will check this for to be certain with her. But I think everybody should start collecting their evidence, document it. You saw the list I made maybe on my profile and on Anchors Away page on Facebook. Um, and I will ask her if there is a way for everybody to send it to her, because it's needed. The ICC needs to see that this needs to be investigated, and that they need to start prosecuting the people responsible. um, so do they every day. I'm not really sure what that was about. Yeah, I agree, Charlie. Or I agree with Delilah. And the freedom is dead, and it feels for me. It feels really dark here in France. I cannot believe how I speak to the guy that lives close to here about it a few times. I cannot believe that people. He laughs about that I speak with the police. He thinks that is funny and brave, and to me, it's like, why would I not be speaking to the police? But since this is not something of just these protests, but if I'm correct, since 15 years, the police have been really strong here in France with all these types of things. So The and I hear this from more French people, is that they are afraid of the police to speak with them, to when they get unlawfully arrested, they don't press charges against them. To me, this is insane. If they arrest me, and especially when they arrest me violently and they are wrong, then for sure afterwards I press charges against them. But this is not common goods in France, which to me is strange because that way the police gets away with it every time. So why would they stop if they can get away with it? It's a strange circle that is going around. So I really think that the French people should like make a collective or something and start pressing, find a lawyer that can do this for them, and collectively go to the IGPN and file complaints that they were unlawfully arrested, unlawfully searched. Um, Last Saturday, 5 youngsters got smacked in the head, and one got pushed against the wall. No reason for this. There was no reason. I was too. My camera was fucked. My connection was fucked. So that was really shit. So I don't have it on camera. But that for me, that was like, what the fuck are they doing, man? There's no reason for doing this, and they are really violent with them. And then afterwards, they went off. They let the guys go. So there was no lawful reason to do this. The guys weren't violent. Eventually, nobody was arrested. Or yeah, so I think people should start filing complaints with the IGPN. And then people tell me, yes, but the people are afraid to do this. Well, I understand this. If you need to go to the police station and you see people there who assaulted you, and then you have to file a complaint in this police station, that's insane. So they should do it collectively, you know, get together and do it that way. Yeah, I really do think they have the choice to do the morally right thing. Exactly. And you can even, I think you can even follow orders and do it correctly, and they are not doing this, and this is what is really bad. Realization, I hate this name because it's so shit to pronounce. Hello. Charlie translating, thank you, Charlie. Majority of the violence seems to be instigated by the police. Igor, yes, watch my videos. I am filming since the 2nd of March. If anybody's seen the list I put up today of the evidence I sent to Sophia, the lawyer. This list is endless. I was shocked by it myself. This is why I put it up, because I think people have to see this is just to lose, and this is only 3 months. This is a big country, and this has been happening since fucking November. So can you imagine the complete list what it will be like? uh Francisca, they will make a file. I think so. Or what kind of file do you mean? Of the complaints that are put to the ICC? I think they're filing the complaint tomorrow, so I think there will be a list. But I'm not sure if they're gonna publish the list of evidence. I'm not sure if they will do this. So I didn't speak about this. I didn't ask. Stephanie Cervantes. Yes, I think this is what should happen. Then the people feel safe to do it. Then they see other people, they feel stronger because they are together. So yeah, a collective complaint would be really good. And then I think then the police can also realize how many of these things are happening, that how many of these unlawful things is happening. And now yeah, they make these arrests, and afterwards nothing happens. So why not do it again next week? No, because nobody's complaining, so they get away with it. Stafke, my dogs. One is now lying over there in the shades, and the other one is inside. She's a small little biter, so I can't just let her run loose. So she's inside. Stephanie, yes, the police violence is insane. This is why I came. This is why I came. I saw this and I thought, this cannot be true. I need to see this with my own eyes. And if it is true, I need to report about it in English so the world understands, because I was watching it and I didn't understand a word of French. So it was really difficult for me to judge things. Yeah, this is one of the reasons I came. Francesca, I hope. I don't know. I will talk to. I assume she is really busy now because tomorrow they're gonna file the complaints. They're gonna send it in, and Tuesday they're going to be in The Hague. So if people can be there, please go because this is so important. That this is such an important moment to show the solidarity between the people in the different countries. Uh, for what's happening here, to show to show your own country that you're not agreeing to this violence, and a moment where we can show that I hate it that I can't go because the distance is too far to go with the camper. I can't do it that quick. Um, it's the moment to show if you do this in any other country, we as the people will unite and we will fight this in every legal way possible. You know, it's important. But Francesca, I will ask if more evidence can be added afterwards because from uh, tomorrow is Saturday. No, tomorrow's Friday. I'm going to be collecting evidence every Saturday. Also, no, so I will ask this for sure. Police investigating the police. Yes, Charlie. This is how I feel about it. Also, this is. I told him this. Also, I said this to him. This is how I feel about it. Also, but it is better than nobody investigating. And he was. This guy seemed serious to me. You know, like others said, I felt like he was trying to get information from me also, or he was trying to have me say things like, if I support Black Bloc, for them to put me in this corner. But that is not the case. So, and he seemed serious in doing this investigation. Either way, it's better than nothing. It's good you're not really sitting here live because I would have spat in your face. But it's better than nothing, no. And then at least they know that the people are complaining, and especially from now on, because if from now on the complaints are being dismissed, then this is evidence for the ICC, for the International Crime Court, that the police is not functioning. So this is more and more evidence, you know. So especially now, people need to start filing complaints if they've been treated unlawfully. If the police keep it up, I can see partisans rising. Yeah, it also frightens people. You know, the police behavior also frightens people. So it's yeah, it's shit. Yeah, friends, understand. I don't think the mayor of Toulouse is going to speak with me, but yeah, maybe I should. I don't think I'm going to do this, but maybe the people of Toulouse should do this. You know, I don't think they get this arranged, to be honest. Charlie, I would really like to know more about this and also about why it didn't work. And then this is evidence that needs to be sent to Sofia because it is evidence that the system is not working, that the laws are not working, and that the laws are not correct. So uh, let's talk about this afterwards. Yeah, please help me think about this if you want. Or we can talk about it Saturday, or if you have evidence for this, bring it on Saturday so I can make sure Sophia gets it. Because if if you're complaining against the police and it doesn't work, that's you know, okay, that's evidence in this case because this is what the International Criminal Court is about. Um, ask justice, ask justice for unique members of police. Some of it, yeah, I agree. I agree, friends. Understand that this should be done. Yes, and this is also what should be done with the ICC. No, the ICC will that is what asked. What Sophia is asking the ICC is to investigate Macron and Castaner because they are responsible for what is happening here in France. They are the highest people responsible. Unless they are fetched to book it, as you say, it will increase the level of impunity that's being shown already by these so-called protectors. Yes, but let's collect all this evidence. You know, let's collect all this evidence and work it. Now there is a way to work it, and we have to work it, I think. And then if it doesn't work, then this means that we live lawless. Okay, so we have laws, but they don't work for the people. That says something too. But we don't know this yet. We have to work this yet. If the ICC does not work this, that means we live lawless. Then we have no laws that protect the people. As I assume a lot, Francesca, I assume a lot of people are working this with Sophia. Uh, a lot of people are working this, I think. Yeah. So it's, but she is, yeah, I'm really happy that she is doing this. She is a lawyer and she is working it. She works together with Mr. Mabanga. He is from the ICC. He's a lawyer. I don't really understand how this works, but he is about victims within the ICC. Internal Affairs sometimes crime put police away. 2 months back. Back in the Netherlands, 12 policemen were put in jail for fake PO boxes and funning about with renting chambers and houses. Yeah, good. Sometimes it works. And I just put it up on Facebook, but everybody knows this video of this, I forgot his name now, of this police guy that was really beating people up. This is months ago, I remember watching this video, and this guy is now suspended. Now, suspended is not, to me, that's like a paid vacation. So I don't really like that. But it's a start. It's a start of something, and at least they uh, hold them accountable for what happened. Uh, yeah. What else? I'm a little bit. They should be worked either way. Yeah. Sorry. It's also when I sat there with the in the police station, you get all this back from it. You know, when you speak about it, I when I speak about it, I get this whole back from it. It was it was heavy. I have to say I am pretty used to violence. I am pretty used to violent situations. I can deal with it well, but it doesn't make it less heavy. You know, it doesn't make it because I can deal with it doesn't mean it's not heavy and that it's okay. So afterwards, I'm always yeah, full of adrenaline. Same what happened. Was it? I don't even remember if it was last Saturday or the Saturday. No, it was the Saturday before, where the guy pushed me in my stomach with the where the police pushed me. The guy pushed me in the stomach, sprayed me in the face, and they kept pushing me. Yeah. Afterwards, when I speak about it, I get all again. Yeah. Yeah. This is Alex. Alexander. When he is naughty, I call him Alexander. He pulls his head away. He doesn't care. Um. No, no, it doesn't make it easier. It makes that you can deal with it and that you in this moment respond good. This is the important thing, you know, that I don't, because I'm usually not the type that when I get assaulted I don't do nothing. So yeah, I'm happy I don't do anything and I let them do this to me. Yeah, yeah. Charlie was actually helping me with the spray in my face. You know, when they sprayed my face, Charlie was actually helping me, and then he got arrested. Yeah, and for nothing because everybody was like, "What? Charlie arrested? What the fuck?" I mean, he's a really peaceful guy. He's always singing. He's always in front of the protest. You know, with the megaphone or, yeah, dancing. He's not a violent guy, so that was really insane. And again, he got released. No charges pressed against him. What? By the way, Charlie, the interview wasn't recorded completely, so we have to do this again. Joris Maas, thanks to filmers during heat, the week could be suspended. Yes, with all those videos, there's no evidence. So it's important that people upload their footage instead of leaving it on their hard drives. Yes, very important. And it's also important to keep the cameras on the police. You know, I've been saying this since, yeah, maybe since I came here. Keep the cameras on the police. I mean, I love the protesters. I love how they sing and dance, but the police needs to be filmed with what they're doing. And they shouldn't mind this. If what they do is lawful and correct and just, then they should be proud they're being filmed, no? They should be proud that the world is being shown how well they are working and how good they're doing their job. So why are they objecting the cameras? I don't get this. Yeah, Joris, very important. At the moment, reason, afterwards the emotions. Yes, Francisca, very, very true. Yes, yes. And I'm happy for this because in the past I have responded on emotion, also not with police, but with other situations. I have responded on emotion and I can be really violent. And not can I be really violent, I also know what I'm doing. So, yeah, it's good that I don't have this here. Yeah, Joris, very true. It is, and not the only country in Europe. I mean, there's a there's wars. It's a war crime. Article 8, Statute of Rome. You cannot use gas on people. You cannot poison them. You cannot use gas on them. End of story. And especially not peaceful people. Even I think even here in French, it says that when the people are violent, the police can respond. But the police is responding to non-violent people, and I have shitloads of video material that proves this, where you see the protesters are being peaceful and the police attacks them anyway. Yeah. Well, Charlie's been intimidated more by police. Why? Because he has a he's a specific character in the protest, and they're trying to take away the characters from the protest, the people with spirit, the people who keep everybody's spirit up, and these characters, they try to take them out of the protest and intimidate them, and then they hope the protests stop. This is what it looks like. You say you feel sometimes after a weekend of gassing. Have you had any checks to see if it's related? No. No. You have to do blood tests for this, and yeah, I'm not sure if I should be saying this exactly, but uh, I've heard the word that these tests are not reliable. So people have been doing tests, sending in tests um, about the cyanide level in the blood, or the thiocyanide level in the blood, which produces then cyanide, if I'm saying it correct right now. And these tests all come back the same. So the tests that are being done are not reliable. But I also hear this is being worked on very hard. Um, yeah, I'm not going to say too much about it because at the moment I need to check it to see what exactly I can say and what I can't say. I cannot say everything about it. And Alex, kom eens deze kant. Kom, up, 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 up. Up, 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 up. Goed zo. Deze kant. Goed zo. Yeah, let's not talk about the gas. I'm willing, we can speak about the gas another time, and then I'll figure out what I can and what I can't say. Um, I've never been to check. No. Also, I don't have money. I don't have insurance for that. So, no, I never went to check. I feel if I had heavy gas, I feel really bad 1 or 2 days after. I mean, like ill, raised temperature, shit like that. You're using war grade weapons against unarmed peaceful people. Yes, this is what they're doing, and they're not supposed to be doing this. Yeah, Charlie, this is insane. And by touched, he means indecently touched in public by a police officer, a copper. Yes, Charlotte. Week after week, the police beats the shit out of peaceful protesters. This is this is really true. This is it's not even a. It's not even a. And with some you see, because I've been watching videos back because I was collecting this evidence, and you see that some of them, I used to go to the football, yeah, to fight. not in the stadium, blah blah, doesn't matter. When I was getting wound up, I would be jumping up and down, you know. I know this feeling. And I see this with the coppers. I saw it on the video today again, and I thought, fuck, man. And you hear me say it also, like, this one's ready to fight. I recognize this. It's bad. Yeah, Charlie, this is not completely true, but I cannot speak about it. I will figure out what I can. I will ask what I can say about this and what I can't say about it, and then I'll speak about it another time. So the not reliable is yeah. Maas in March. At least in Paris, they use a new type of gas grenade that also burns skin and throats. And KJ said it has stuff in it that makes people ill. And I've seen many protesters crying that. Yes, there's gas grenades with 25 grams of TNT in it. So for sure, this burns. I've filmed them also, the ones that explode and then have fire sparks from it and everything. And you have heavier types of gas. So you have CS3, CS6, and so on and so on. So you have different types of heaviness of the gas. The one they spray in the face, this is called bear spray. Um, um, yeah, this is the heaviest. This is really heavy shit. Exactly, Charlie. We have symptoms. Yes, I have symptoms also, and it can also be that I'm ill or I'm on my period or this or that. But there are symptoms, yes. The explosives inside them are bad enough, yes. Can you imagine this hitting your head? I mean, they took away my helmet. They take away people's protection, and then they start shooting this shit, throwing it. I mean, Charlie was one of the six people sitting in the middle of the road, and one of these grenades was thrown in the middle of them. And if I'm correct, Charlie, correct me if I'm wrong. This even burned your pants between his legs. Can you imagine if it goes wrong? Oh shit, man. Mm, okay. Um, I've been talking. It goes fast. No, I've been talking for an hour. For me, it goes really fast. It burned your pants, so Charlie. Yeah, you see, it's. I'm going to try next week and figure out how to invite people into YouTube so that we can have two people actually speaking. I had a look for it this week, but this was a really busy week for me, and tomorrow will be really busy also. Oh shit! So I didn't have proper time for it, but I really want to be able to invite people into the talk. So for example, now I could have invited Charlie to talk with me. So yeah, I will ask a guy. I see a guy on Saturday that might know how to work this, and I will ask him if he can help me with this, because that would be good if yeah, if now Charlie could join in on the talk and he could tell you himself about this. No, it's yeah, and there's plenty of other people that are really interesting to talk with, you know, and also from other countries that questions can be asked and things like this. Yeah, I don't know the exact numbers. If you want to know things like this, you should look up David Dufresne. He's a journalist and he's been collecting things like this since the beginning of the protests. So he has a really good, how do you say this? He really documented well all the injuries. David Dufresne. He's on Twitter and I think he has a website. Um, yeah, he is one that has accurate numbers about this. If your phone is free, not in use for laptop, you could use Facebook on the phone and show that like someone is sitting next to you. You mean like this? To do this, friends understand. Yeah, okay. Well, we've been talking for an hour now, so I'm not going to do it now. But if the guy can't help me set it up so I can invite somebody actually into the YouTube, then this is a good idea. Then I will do this for sure. Yes. Friends understand is Barry. He helps me a lot with technical shit on internet because I don't understand much of it. And yeah, again, good solution. Thank you very much. If the guy that I'm gonna ask the guy if he can set it up on my computer so it's easy for me to, or my laptop so it's easy for me to use. If he cannot do this, then I will do what you say. Friends understand, which is yeah, yeah. It's too many people, and it's these injuries are really bad. Losing the eyes, losing limbs, people with head injuries. Don't forget these. There's a lot of people with head injuries that have head wounds. I mean, people have died, but it's also bad that normal people get beaten every week. Because they are because they are protesting. This is your democratic right to protest, and you can't. Insane, insane. Yeah, I will ask him this because he offered to help me set things up technically if I didn't understand them. And I think in this case it will be easier if he just does it instead of you, friends understand, instead of you explaining to me what I have to do because it really looked complicated to me. So yeah, it would be nice if he could just set it up to just and explain to me what buttons to push. Yeah, Charlie, yes, the police take the protection against the gas. This is because now they have the anti-casseur law, which is like an anti-hooligan law. Trust me, these people are not hooligans. If these people were hooligans, the police wouldn't be having so much fun, no. But they are treated like hooligans, and like terrorists. Like, yeah, it's insane. It's insane. Yeah, Joris, this is the problem, no? The fact that they can't be identified, but you should have filed complaints anyway. And now it's allowed to take away the gas masks and the ski glasses. They're allowed to take them away because of this law. I hope Sophia fights this law also because it's insane that you cannot protect yourself against this gas. It's insane. Um, Stephanie, thanks for being the inspiration of the transportation. Yeah, yeah, Stephanie, I agree. To me, it was difficult. Also, I didn't understand any French. I didn't understand what was going on. It looked heavy. It turns out it is heavy, but I really do think that the world needs to understand what is going on here. Yeah. So very welcome. Yeah, it's in a lot of countries that people don't know this is going on. It's not just America that doesn't know this, but Tim Truth is an American guy who's spreading it in America a lot. He's on YouTube. Tim Truth, he's really good. He uses the live streams from different people in France, and he live streams them on Saturday and switches between the live streams. I really like what he does. Steam when media blackout, yeah, still they have a responsibility and they're not taking it. But we can speak about this the next time because I do have to explain some things about journalism that will make people understand the media blackout also. And it comes to that D-Day anniversary, yeah, he's a hypocrite with many things. No, it's yeah. I mean, what I hear the French say a lot is, France is a human rights country in other countries. Then they say, oh, you cannot do this because of human rights, and the human rights here are violated heavily. So, yeah, This is a little bit what I'm afraid of, Igor. Changing the law just to suit themselves. I hope what comes from this will actually make it better and not just a change of laws. So it looks like Nidun, not just a change of laws that pretend to make things better but eventually don't or even make them worse. This is my big fear to what will happen after this. You know? Alex, come here. Come here. Hold on. Come eens hier. Goed zo. Okay. Any more things? Did I miss anything? Yeah, probably. Because now I'm speaking here and I didn't make a list what to say or something. Maybe I should have done that, but that's not. I'm thinking if there's anything about. Yeah, the one thing I really think the French should know is that they should not be afraid to file complaints. This is what I hear a lot. Afraid and they don't trust it. But they should do it anyway and do it collectively because if you don't do anything, for sure they get away with it. So it's better to try something, and if then you are afraid, try and do it collectively. Um, to file complaints with the and then if it doesn't work, then you have a right to scream about this, that it does not work, and then this is also proof for the ICC that the laws in France don't work. So these things are needed. Yeah, Charlie, that is what I hear a lot from people. Yeah, this is what I hear a lot from people. Okay, I'm sort of done talking. I mean, I hear my voice so much these days. Yeah, friends, understand. Yes, but what I think they should do is just find a lawyer that wants to file a collective complaint, and then they can all be heard together. So yes, then they can go with 5+ people. But first, find a lawyer that wants to do a collective case for them. So the lawyer sends in the collective complaint, and then the people are being heard. So not that you're anonymous, but you're not alone. I think this is a good thing also. Yeah. And see if the lawyer can go with me. Make sure you have support with you. I mean, I told the guy that lives close by, I told him, nah, you don't need to come. I can do this. You know, I don't want them to think I need support like that, blah, blah, blah. But I was happy he was there. And especially afterwards, I was happy he was there, to talk about it. Yeah, Charlie. I say this a lot. You are breaking international laws. Yeah, but I hear my voice a lot, no, and I speak to to a screen the whole time. Nay, I speak to a screen. On Saturdays I speak to the phone. Now I speak to the laptop. Thank you. In the Netherlands, people are doing something, Stefke, just not enough, and I think it's a pity. There's a lot of division in the Netherlands. No, there's a lot of. This is the problem in the Netherlands. The people can't get united. Yeah, I think that's a shame too. Yeah, Joris, this is true too. This is also a big problem. I have to say, I am really surprised how quick my work is spreading. I mean, I've been here now 3 months, a little over 3 months. In the beginning, I had maybe, yeah, I was happy if I had 50 views after a week, that was a lot. And now there's thousands of views. Or sometimes a few hundred, and sometimes a few thousand. So I'm surprised it is spreading. We just all need to work it more, no, to spread the information, and not just my videos. Other people who are doing it as well. Yeah, it's a shit. The division is a shit, and a guy was supposed to give me like an explanation of how it started here, that it was so massively and that the people got united. But I didn't speak to him again, so that's a little bit shit. Charlie, it is true. And this is why I do it. This is why I say it to them, because this is also why I went back 4 times to get my things, because I was surprised that they took my things and then they're beating my ass and they take my things and it's not lawful. So this is why I keep doing it. And they should know. They should know. And I'm not, by the way, I've seen videos of other press guys here in Toulouse, and they are also telling the police, we don't need a press card, we can film, blah 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 blah. I'm not the only one. Maybe I'm the loudest one, and maybe I'm more loud, or people see it more quicker because I'm a small female. Maybe this is the difference. Yes, friends, understand. This is also true. 65, yeah, and 17 million Dutch. I tell this a lot to the people also. Like, hey, there's a big difference between the amount of French and the amount of Dutch people in general. Yeah. Yeah, the statuette. You're not the only one, Body. You're not the only one who says to me, the statue in Rome? What are you speaking about? Sorry for my pronunciation. How the way I pronounce the statute of Rome. Yeah, this is what Sophia is now going to use to work this shit. Hey, oi up. This is my dogs barking. They want attention. Okay. Any more things to ask or something? Because if not, then I'm going to stop. Going to have some food, entertain my dogs. They've been really good for the past hour again. I don't know if you can hear her, but the small one is barking from inside. I think she wants to go out also. Yeah, Francisca, I don't do staying safe because when I try to stay safe, I cannot do this. So you're very welcome. I'm not going to stay safe. This is up to the police if I'm safe or not. No, I didn't get any gear back because they didn't give me any papers that they took it. So there is no way to get it back. I can go there and I can say I want it back, and then they start laughing at me because I don't have a. This is how I view it, and this is why I don't go to get my shit back. You know, there's a really sweet Cecilia. She's a street medic. She gave me a few of these dust masks. So I have a few of those now. So I have some reserves, but it's only a dust mask. It's nothing decent. I bought swimming glasses, but uh, I'm not going to say you get used to the gas, but you sort of yeah, you don't get used to it, but you sort of stop worrying about it too much. Before I was really quick with putting everything on, and now I'm just less. And people like Charlie and a lot of protesters don't even have protection. If you look at my videos, you see a lot of these people don't have protection. Of course, if it's been taken from you for 4 times already, and you're protesting because you don't have any money, then you can't keep buying this shit. No, Charlie. Yeah, yeah. I think it's yeah. You don't get used to it, but you sort of you deal with it. More. Yeah, the dogs are keeping me busy for sure. He's playing with the ball. Igor, it's motivating for me. Treat me bad, treat the people around me bad, and I'll be there next week. I don't like intimidation. I don't like to be intimidated, and I don't like injustice. I'm really. It only motivates, and I think there's a lot of people like me that. Alex genoeg. Oh, shit. I think there's a lot of people like me who feel more motivated to come back, because what else can you do? What else can you do than go back the next week? Isn't not much. There's a lot of people here that need capes. Ego, this is the problem. A lot of people are already normalized. This is what I said before. The guy I speak to here and where I'm staying, he lives close by. He's a social worker, a social educator, and this is what he says. He says since 15 years, the and mostly in the suburbs, in the ghettos, the people are used to it. This is also why people don't file complaints, because they are used to it and they're used to it not working. And yeah, this pisses me off. Okay, no, not good. No, and this needs to change. And I do hope that um, when people notice how shocked people from other countries are, so if the French see how shocked people from other countries are, that they realize it is not normal. Does that make sense? Oh, I'm getting cold. Okay, over an hour. Um, good one, Charlie. Good one. It's yeah, I don't know what the street medics use, but this helps really also. Yeah, maybe we should spread it. No, the spray. Yeah. Um. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure it's just melkzuur, Joris Maas. I think it's a combination of things. I've seen recipes online for it. People telling you how to make this, and but yeah, then they're talking about liters. I'm not going to make liters of nothing in my fucking van. I'm happy if I can store my water. Yeah, expensive. Yeah, for sure, Charlie. This is a problem with a lot. This is a problem with all the protective gear. No, the spray is expensive. The ski glasses are €10 each, minimum, and the swimming glasses also. The proper gas masks are too expensive, and what happens is next week they confiscate it again. So, yeah, Joris and the party. Yeah, Igor, that's what I keep saying. Yeah, and not only of the Geneva Convention, but also of the Statute of Rome. It says there clearly that you cannot attack people who are wearing the signs of medics. It war crimes. They're committing war crimes against their own people here. Has anybody seen that picture? Yeah, I don't. I'm not a Coke user, Stefka, so maybe they are. I don't know. There was a really funny sign that said, "I'm not." I don't remember it well because it was in French, but it said something like, We also want coke and prostitutes." And there's a picture of this. They confiscated this sign, and the police guy that was poking me and sprayed me is holding this sign in the picture. So I laughed my ass off. But this one, it was a good one. Yeah, maybe a strange question, but do you? Because now there's people from different countries in the chat. Um, it should we should because I think it's also really cool that you are communicating among each other in the chat, and we should find something to make this more. But maybe this works if we can invite people into the YouTube to talk. Oh yeah, we also Charlie, that's one. That was a really good picture. But I really like it that you are all communicating from different countries in the chat. This is very interactive. Yeah, so we should figure something out to yeah, maybe we can have more people at once. And I'm going to talk to this guy about it, what the possibilities are, because I'm sure he knows. Maybe we can do more with it because it's really really cool. There's a little spider on my laptop. Yeah, who's from where? I always like to know that also. Netherlands, England, France. Yeah. Come on, there's 11 people watching. Where are you from? UK, USA before. Who said that? Charlotte, I think. No, she was from the USA. Yeah, so this is really cool. I really like this, that there's an international connection thing going on. I can't watch football. And when I used to go to the football, we used to sing a song. Maar we gaan niet voor het voetbal. This means you're not going for the football. I never went for the football. Oh, and I have a lot of. I'm starting to get a lot of wrinkles. I never noticed this so much, but in the camera, I really notice it. Ah, okay. This is Feyenoord, no? Oké, oké, dan kan ik ook in, mag jij hem Engels vertalen? Oh, wat zijn we blij, oh, wat zijn we blij. Niet omdat hij jarig is, maar om de vrede. Okay, translation. Oh, we're so happy. Oh, we're so happy, not because it's his birthday, but because of the munching. Is that the good translation? Manchester. Ah, okay. I think Feyenoord has this also. No, maybe I'm mistaken. Okay, people, I'm gonna stop. I mean, it's not good for me to speak too much about the football. I need to stay calm here in France and not get this side of me all out. No, and I'm getting cold, and I need food. So I need to, yeah, I have a shit singing voice. You know, when I did the Holy Communion, I was so happy because I loved singing, 8 years old. And when we were practicing, the last few practices, they came to me and they said, Judith, when it's the big day in church, can you please play back? Because my voice was so bad. Yeah, that was really sad. Thank you, Joris. Thank you. That's good to hear. Yeah, I'm thinking about doing one once a week, as long as we have nice things to talk about. No, I mean, I still want to explain journalism, how it works, because there's a lot of misunderstanding about it, and because I bend the rules and I want to explain this, or I think it's good if I explain this. I'm going to try and get the information to speak about gas, or maybe when I can invite people, I can invite the guy to speak about the gas. I don't know. Yeah, Charlie is a singer. He does some really cool songs. I don't understand them. You have to do some in English, Charlie. I'm sure all these people would love to see that. Yeah, unity in France, but also, yes, the unity in France. Look, I'm a clever girl. I bought something to write this time. I'm gonna write it down. Um, um, yeah, you see, Charlie do one in English. People will love it. And maybe if it works, then Charlie can speak about his experience one time also in this chat if he wants to, if we can get it to work, because yeah, I think he's a great guy to talk to. His English is good. Now you've met him in the chat, so it would be nice to speak with him about it. Yeah, global. Yeah, I think we should unite. The people need to unite. This is so fucking important if we ever want to make it out of here good, and not just France, everywhere. Charlie, sorry if you don't like this. I'm writing down journalism, gas, unity in France. How this happened. Yeah. Okay, I wrote it down. Okay, I'm going to get offline because it's now almost an hour and a half and I'm still cold and I hate cold. Thank you very much for watching, for talking to me, for listening to my blah blah blah. And yeah, if you have any questions or something, send them to me. Then, or if you have another subject to talk about, send them to me. And then next time we can speak about different things. Um, if I get it sorted that I can invite people into the chat, then of course, thank you, Charlie. That's really cool. Um, then I'll ask people like Charlie and other people to come into the chat also, or not in the chat, into the YouTube to speak about things also. So if you have good ideas about that, I will let it know when it works, and then you can suggest things for which I can look for people to speak about. Okay, bye bye bye. Have a really good night, Charlie. I see you Saturday. Bye bye. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Be good, don't behave. I love it.